Welcome back to S-Studio Car YouTube, the place where machines turn into legends and every new model tells a secret story. And today what you're about to hear is not just another car talk, it's a deep dive into something dark, powerful, and absolutely mesmerizing. Imagine a vehicle that doesn't just arrive on the road but commands silence, a machine that looks like it was forged in shadows and named after thunder itself. This is the 2026 BMW Shadow Vajra, a name that feels heavy, mysterious, and unstoppable, and as we go deeper into this story, you'll realize this car is not made for everyone, it's made for those who dare to stand apart. The moment you picture the 2026 BMW Shadow Vajra, the first feeling that hits you is presence. This is not a car you casually notice, this is a car that makes you turn your head even if you pretend not to care. The design philosophy whispers aggression instead of shouting it, blending BMW's iconic sharpness with a darker, almost mythological aura. The Shadow Vajra looks like it was designed at midnight, under low lights, where every line was drawn with intention. The front feels dominant, almost predatory, as if the car is staring back at the world, unafraid and unbothered. It carries a kind of silent confidence, the type that doesn't need flashy tricks to prove its worth. As your eyes move along the body, you start noticing how the car plays with light and shadow. The surfaces are sculpted in a way that light flows across them like water over black stone. This is where the shadow, in its name, truly comes alive. It doesn't shine loudly, it glows subtly. The proportions feel perfectly balanced, muscular without being bulky, elegant without losing its raw edge. Every curve feels purposeful, as if it's hiding power underneath, waiting for the right moment to unleash it. Step inside the imagined cabin of the 2026 BMW Shadow Vajra, and the story shifts from intimidation to immersion. This interior doesn't welcome you, it absorbs you. The moment you sit down, you feel enclosed in a cockpit that's clearly designed for the driver first. The materials feel rich and deliberate, with textures that invite touch and finishes that reflect BMW's obsession with detail. The cabin feels calm, almost silent, like the pause before a storm. It's a place where technology and craftsmanship exist in harmony, not competing for attention but supporting each other. The dashboard feels like a command center rather than a traditional display. Everything is placed exactly where your instincts expect it to be. The screens don't scream for attention, they respond when needed, staying subtle when not. The steering wheel feels thick, confident, and ready, as if it's telling you that once your hands are here, the rest of the world can wait. The seats hold you firmly, not just for comfort, but as a promise that when things get fast, you'll feel secure, connected, and in control. Now let's talk about the soul of the Shadow Vajra, because every great car has one, and this one feels electrifying even in imagination. The powertrain of the 2026 BMW Shadow Vajra is envisioned as a perfect blend of brute force and refined intelligence. This is not raw power without direction, this is controlled chaos. When you press the accelerator, the response feels instant, sharp, and addictive. The car doesn't hesitate, it reacts, like it already knew what you were about to do. The sound, or perhaps the controlled silence, depending on its configuration, is designed to stir emotion. It's not about being the loudest on the road, it's about being the most memorable. Every acceleration feels like a surge of confidence, every corner feels calculated and precise. The Shadow Vajra doesn't fight the road, it dominates it, gripping the surface within. Assurance that makes even challenging conditions feel manageable. What truly sets the 2026 BMW Shadow Vajra apart is its character. This car doesn't try to please everyone, and that's exactly why it's special. It's made for drivers who appreciate depth, who understand that true luxury isn't always loud, and real performance isn't just about numbers. It's about how the car makes you feel when you're alone on an empty road, late at night, with nothing but your thoughts and the hum of the engine keeping you company. Technology in the Shadow Vajra feels like an invisible ally. It's there to protect you, guide you, and enhance the drive, but it never steals the spotlight. Advanced systems work quietly in the background, ensuring stability, safety, and confidence, while allowing you to feel fully engaged with the act of driving. This balance between assistance and freedom is where BMW's philosophy truly shines. As you imagine owning the 2026 BMW Shadow Vajra, you start to realize it's more than a vehicle, it's a statement. It tells the world that you value substance over show, power over noise, and presence over popularity. It's not about being seen everywhere, it's about being remembered when you are seen. This car fits perfectly into moments where you want to feel powerful without saying a word, moments where your arrival doesn't need an announcement. The Shadow Vajra feels like it belongs to a future where cars are not just tools, but companions. It adapts to your mood, your pace, your intentions. Whether you're cruising through city lights or pushing limits on open highways, it feels ready, composed, and deeply connected to you. This is a machine that respects its driver, challenging them to be better, sharper, and more aware. In the end, the 2026 BMW Shadow Vajra is not just another chapter in BMW's story, it feels like a secret chapter, one meant for those who look beyond the obvious. It's a blend of shadow and strength, technology and emotion, tradition and future. And if this car were to roll onto the roads, it wouldn't just add to traffic, it would add to the atmosphere. It would change the way people feel about driving, about presence, about power. So as we wrap up this deep, secret look into the 2026 BMW Shadow Vajra, remember that some cars are built to be sold, but a few are built to be felt. And this one, without a doubt, belongs to the second kind. Stay tuned with S Studio Car YouTube, because legends aren't just talked about here, they're imagined, explored, and brought to life, one shadow at a time.